Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga with Maria. I'm Maria, and today we've got an end of day wind down yoga practice for you. This one's gonna help you kind of come down from your day and get ready for sleep. So grab 2 blocks and a mat. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new updates, and let's get started. Alrighty people, let's wind it down. We're gonna start where we are standing up. Come to the front of your mat. Find just a standing position. Look down to see that the inner edges of the feet are touching. Yeah, maybe do a little shoulder shimmy to get into your space. Let the eyes close or let the eyelids get heavy just for a moment here. Feel the legs, the strength of the legs. Feel all 4 corners of the feet pressing down into the mat. There's a little lift of the chest. So you're standing in a nice tall position, countering any excessive hunching or excessive like super floaty chest. So just finding somewhere in the middle, just our kind of normal standing position here. Let the eyes open. And then put a little bend in the knees. As the chest reaches forward, you're gonna like bend at the hips. The arms are gonna reach back. And we're gonna find a skier's pose, or diver's pose rather. Lift the heels up if you can. You can add that on once you arrive here. And then drop the heels, bend the knees, arms reach up, take a chair pose. Yeah, you can bounce a few times. So we're kind of meeting ourselves where we are with this level of higher level energy from our day, from our activity. And sometimes winding down requires us to kind of get rid of some of that excess energy. So that's what we're doing here. And then stand up, arms come by the sides. Breathe in, arms reach up. And then have your right hand catch your left wrist and then wiggle the sides of the waist long and take the left hand and wrist over to the right. A crescent moon pose here, just feeling the whole left side of the body open up. And take it back to center and let the arms come by the sides. From here, soften the knees. We're gonna do the same thing again. Reach the chest forward as the hands reach back. And then stay here and keep pressing the heels down, or press through the big toe mounds and lift the heels, diver's pose. Yeah, there's a little engagement of the belly. And drop the heels, bend the knees, arms reach up for chair pose. Inner legs stay together if they can. If you have some pinching in the low back, separate the legs a little bit. And come up to stand, straighten out the legs, arms come by the sides. Breathe in, arms reach back up. And then left hand grabs the right wrist, wiggle the sides of the waist long, and take the hands over to the left. Try to really bend from the side body rather than overly back bending or overly forward bending to feel like you're getting more of a stretch. Try to stay on this kind of the same plane as your body. And come back to center, release the hands. From here, you're gonna interlace the hands behind you and then reach the knuckles down towards the ground. Let that lift the chest a little bit. Let's separate our feet hip width distance. So you've got about, you can look down 6 to 8 inches between the big toes. And then just come back to neutral. Interlace the hands the opposite way. So opposite interlacing, and then reach the knuckles down towards the floor so the elbows will straighten out a little bit. Allow this to let the arm bones kind of roll back and the chest lifts a little bit. Keep the knees a little soft. And then we're gonna bend the knees even more and fold over the legs. Let the head fall heavy. Hands will reach up and overhead behind you any amount. And then just one time, bend the knees a lot, kind of back into that diver's pose variation. Hands pull back and then fold back over the legs. Yeah, you can shake the head no. Keep a bend in the knees, or you can straighten the knees out a little bit more. And then take the hands to the low back and release the hands down to the mat. Take a half lift, breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, hands to the mat, step your left foot back behind you. You're in a low lunge. So you have an option here to drop the back knee down if you want a little bit more stability. Otherwise, keep the toe tucked and keep the knee lifted. Press your left hand down and reach your right arm up, a low lunge twist. Stay with your breath. Let the breath kind of fill the body here. And then we're going to take 3 big circles with the arm. So reach the right arm up and over the ear, and then just keep going with it. Let the fingertips tap or graze the ground, and then reach the hand back towards your back foot and up. 2 more big circles like this. Go at your own pace. Continue breathing. And then after that third one, hand comes back to the mat. This time we're going to grab the blocks, put them on the second or the third setting, and straighten out the front leg. That back heel can stay up, and we're just going to fold over the front leg. Yeah, any amount. If you still need to soften the front knee, no big deal. Inhale, look forward and soften your front knee. Exhale, step that left foot forward next to the right. Move the blocks forward and take the hands to the shins for a half lift. Wiggle the sides of the waist long. And then take the hands to the mat and step your right foot back in this low lunge. Again, you can drop your back knee and untuck the toe if you want a little bit more stability. Or you can keep that back toe tucked and lift the back knee. Press your left hand down. Your right hand down, left arm reaches up. Low lunge twist here. Yeah, you can kind of turn the sternum and the chest towards the ceiling. And then on this side too, we're going to take 3 big circles. So reach your left arm and hand over the ear, and then keep going with it. Graze the fingertips graze the floor. The hand reaches back and up. 2 more big circles on your own pace. It should be fluid. Yeah. Should feel kind of good and relaxing. And then the hand comes down. On your way, catch the block, second or third setting, and then just lift the hips, straighten out that left leg any amount, and let yourself fold over your left leg. Yeah, the back heel can stay up. And then soften the front knee. Step your right foot forward next to the left. Look forward here. Move the blocks forward, and then we're going to bend the knees, plant the hands to the mat, and just step back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Let the head fall heavy. Shake the head no. Open and close the mouth. And then take the knees to the mat. Hands move back so that they're right underneath your shoulders. Breathe in and lift your left arm up. Breathe out, thread your left hand behind your right wrist, left shoulder, left cheek come to the mat. And then walk your right fingertips forward and turn your torso over to the right. Good, and walk the right hand back. Press down through the hand underneath the shoulder. Unwind, left arm reaches back up. And then take the hand back to the mat. You're back in your hands and knees. We're just going to take the other side. Right arm reaches up, look up. And right hand threads behind the left wrist. Right shoulder, right cheek come to the mat. Walk those left fingertips forward and let the chest turn over to the left. Yeah, so the butt kind of sticks up behind you, or the booty, and you're on your knees here, turning the chest towards the left. Stay with the breath. Walk your left hand back underneath the left shoulder. Press down to lift up. Right hand lifts up. Open to the right, and then bring your right hand back down. From here, take the knees about as wide as the mat and sit the hips back on the heels for child's pose. If this one is a hard one for you to find, you've got your blocks here. You can put a block under the forehead or even under the belly. Bring the forehead to the mat. See if you can let the hips sink down onto the heels a little bit more with each exhale. Feel the forehead on the mat. You can gently shake your head no for a little forehead massage here. And then give yourself a moment or two to find just stillness, some quietness. When the body becomes more still, the mind becomes more still. takes time. It takes a little bit of time though, yeah? Look forward between the hands and pull yourself back to hands and knees. Cross the ankles behind you and come to lay down on your back. Yeah, so you can catch behind the knees and roll down on the back here. And then you're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee. Pull the right knee in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers behind the right hamstring or the shin. Taking just a little figure 4 shape on our backs. Take whatever variation works for you. You can rock side to side. Keep the left foot flexed. Release the fingertips and take the right foot back down to the mat. Let both knees fall over to the left and catch opposite elbows above the head. So just put your left forearm on top for this round. From here, lift the knees back up. Get your right foot underneath your right knee and then unhook the left ankle. Taking the other side, right ankle hooks over the left knee. Bring your left knee in towards the chest. Interlace the fingers behind the hamstring or the shin. See if you can take the opposite interlacing of the fingers. So flex the right foot. And then, yeah, see if you can pull the left knee in towards the chest any amount. You can rock side to side here. Or if that doesn't feel right, don't hesitate to stay still and breathe. Although we want to be breathing whether we're rocking side to side or still. So the breath is the non-negotiable in this equation. And then let the left foot come back down to the mat. Let both knees fall over to the right and then catch opposite elbows overhead. This time the right forearm comes on top. You can just let the gaze go straight up towards the ceiling. Maybe the eyes close here if it feels like you're ready to close the eyes. If closing the eyes helps you relax, if not, find a soft gaze. And then lift the knees back up. Bring that left foot under, in line with the knee first, and then unhook the right ankle. From here, you're going to extend the legs long. Take the arms by the sides. Let the palms face up for Shavasana. Let the body get heavy into the mat. Let yourself fully relax. You're welcome to stay here as long as you want or you need. Thank you so much for joining today for Wind Down Yoga End of Day. Namaste, yogis. Taking the time to intentionally wind down at the end of the day helps us sleep well and then show up even better the next day. So to continue preparing the body for sleep, I recommend that you check out my Yoga for Sleep video next. Give it a watch and see how you feel tomorrow.